Pursuant to the Executive Order Proclamation dated August 15th, 2024, I hereby call to order the House of Representatives for the second extraordinary session of the 74th General Assembly of the State of Colorado. Today, Representative Weinberg will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Schiebel, please call the roll.
Representatives Amabile. Rep. Amabile. Armagost. Bacon. Byrd. Bockenfeld. Rep. Bockenfeld's excused. Basenecker. Bottoms. Bradfield. Bradley. Brown. Catlin. Clifford. Doherty. DeGraff. Degree Kennedy is excused. Duran. English.
Good morning.
Epps. Evans. Frizzell. Froelich. Garcia. Hamrick. Hartsook. Hernandez. Herod. Representative Herod.
Excused.
Holtorf. Judah. Joseph. Here. Kip. Leader. Lindsay.
Here.
Lindstead. Luck. Lukens. Lynch. Mabry. Marshall. Martinez.
Here.
Marvin. Morrow. McCormick. McLaughlin. Ortiz. Parenti. Puglisi. Ricks.
Here.
Rutinel. Sirota. Snyder. Soper. Story. Taggart. Titone. Valdez A. Velasco. Vigil. Weinberg. Weissman. Wilford. Wilson. Winter. Woodrow. Young. And Madam Speaker.
Here. Wow. Members, with 62 present and 3 excused, we do have a quorum. Members, if I can have your attention, please. The Secretary of State, Jena Griswold, has delivered the executive order for the second extraordinary session of the 74th General Assembly, and the executive order will not be read at length and will be printed full in the journal. Applause all around. Members, I am going to proceed to introduce bills at this point. We are doing this early in our routine this morning to ensure that our Legislative Council staff and our public have the opportunity to see bills and certainly sign up for committee testimony. Mr. Schiebel, please proceed.
House Bill 1001 by Representatives McCluskey and Puglisi, also Senators Hansen and Kirkmeyer, concerning property tax.
House Bill 1001 will be assigned to the Committee on Appropriations.
House Bill 1002 by Representatives Woodrow and Mabry, concerning the valuation for assessment of residential real property and in connection therewith, limiting the qualified primary residence real property, the existing reduction in the valuation for assessment of all residential real property by the lesser of 10% of its actual value or $70,000.
House Bill 1002 will be assigned to the Committee on Appropriations.
House Bill 1003 by Representative Soper and Judah Joseph, also Senator Priola, concerning property tax relief for businesses and in connection therewith, expanding and extending the exemption for agricultural equipment and machinery used in controlled agricultural facilities.
House Bill 1003 will be assigned to the Committee on Appropriations.
House Bill 1004 by Representative Clifford, concerning additional property tax relief for homeowners.
House Bill 1004 will be assigned to the Committee on Finance.
House Bill 1005 by Representative Garcia, also Senator Cutter, concerning reductions in valuation for assessment of residential real property.
House Bill 1005 will be assigned to the Committee on Finance.
House Bill 1006 by Representative DeGraff, concerning the expansion of property tax exemptions for certain owner-occupied primary residences.
House Bill 1006 will be assigned to the Committee on Finance.
House Bill 1007 by Representative Ortiz, concerning property taxes for accessible housing.
House Bill 1007 will be assigned to the Committee on Transportation, Housing, and Local Government.
House Bill 1008 by Representative Luck, also Senator Baisley, concerning the creation of the Tax Code Legislative Task Force.
House Bill 1008 will be assigned to the Committee on Transportation, Housing, and Local Government.
House Bill 1009 by Representative Vigil, also Senator Winter F., concerning special district voter approval to waive statutory property tax revenue limitations.
House Bill 1009 will be assigned to the Committee on Finance. Mr. Schiebel, introduction of concurrent resolutions.
House Concurrent Resolution 1001 by Representative Weissman, also Senator Hansen, submitting to the registered electors of the state of Colorado an amendment to the Colorado Constitution concerning a requirement that a statewide initiative that impacts local government property tax revenue or spending of property tax revenue be approved by the voters of a local government that is impacted by the statewide initiative before it applies to the property tax revenue of the local government.
House Concurrent Resolution 1001 will be assigned to the Committee on Transportation, Housing, and Local Government.
House Concurrent Resolution 1002 by Representative Bradley, submitting to the registered electors of the state of Colorado an amendment to the Colorado Constitution concerning the valuation for assessment used to determine property taxes and in connection therewith, establishing the requirement that the General Assembly periodically change the valuation for assessment for residential real property in order to maintain the statewide proportion of residential real property as compared to all other taxable property valued for property tax purposes, and permanently establishing the valuation for assessment for non-residential property as specified in law for the 2026 property tax year.
House Concurrent Resolution 1002 will be assigned to the Committee on Transportation, Housing, and Local Government. Thank you, Mr. Schiebel. Members, I am excited to say that we have a tribute this morning. Madam Majority Leader. Mr. Schiebel, would you please read our tribute at length?
The Senate and House of Representatives convened in the 74th General Assembly hereby extend congratulations and commendation to Jennifer Gilroy. On the occasion of her retirement from the Office of Legislative Legal Services, the Colorado General Assembly takes great pride in honoring and extending its sincerest appreciation to Jennifer Gilroy for her 32 years of dedicated service. Throughout her career, Ms. Gilroy has exemplified the highest level of dedication and distinction in providing customer service and trusted legal advice. Beginning in 1992 as a bill drafter in the areas of family law, criminal law, and human services, Ms. Gilroy was well known for her outstanding ability to communicate with and serve legislators, capably translating their ideas into well-crafted legislation. After 5 years as a team leader, Ms. Gilroy was named the Reviser of Statutes in 2004. In her 20 years of service in this role, Ms. Gilroy has been a fierce defender of the integrity of the statutes, advising the Committee on Legal Services and ensuring that the annual Colorado Revised Statutes and Session Laws are published with fidelity and are of the highest quality. Ms. Gilroy has helped increase public access to online versions of the statutes, been instrumental in developing the next generation publication application, and worked diligently to protect the institution's history by preserving a legislative historic book collection. Ms. Gilroy has also been a most trusted ethics advisor and is a recognized expert in the legislative rules. In both capacities, Ms. Gilroy has been a dependable and valued resource for staff and countless legislators by providing thoughtful and cogent advice. Throughout her career in the OLLS, Ms. Gilroy has set the highest standards for nonpartisanship and tireless service to the Colorado General Assembly, and she has always been a kind and supportive colleague whose good cheer and positive attitude are infectious. The members of the Senate and the House of Representatives honor and sincerely thank Jennifer Gilroy for her 32 years of invaluable service to the Colorado General Assembly and wish her the best in her future endeavors upon her well-deserved retirement. On request of Speaker Julie McCluskey, Majority Leader Monica Duran, and Minority Leader Rose Puglisi, and President Stephen Fenberg, Majority Leader Robert Rodriguez, and Minority Leader Paul Lundeen, given this 26th day of August, 2024, State Capital, Denver, Colorado.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. While I am sad to see Ms. Gilroy, I'm excited for her next chapter. She truly embodies all the principles we strive to achieve. She cares deeply about ensuring new OLLS staff receive comprehensive training and mentoring to ensure they can provide competent, high-quality service and work product to the General Assembly. And she has been instrumental in revamping and coordinating our internal training program. She is genuinely kind, thoughtful, and a supportive colleague. She has a great sense of humor and always has a positive attitude. Even in the most stressful situations, she is calm, steadfast, and professional. I have been honored to work with her and thankful for her service to the state and this institution. Thank you.
Minority Leader Puglisi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I also just want to echo the sentiments of the Majority Leader. I know I haven't been here quite as long, but really have appreciated the support and have a great deal of respect for Ms. Gilroy and the work that she provides to the state and all of us legislators. So thank you so much. Congratulations on your retirement. They say you do a couple of retirements, so you might not be quite done yet. And we're always welcome to take you back. Thanks.
Woohoo. Any additional comments, members? Let me just offer that I would characterize Jennifer as the most at the ready, eager to help, kind and gentle part of our team when it comes to a question around ethics. She is the woman that scared me to death about Amendment 41. I will never forget that day in orientation and being very clear about what was okay and what was not. You have delivered your service in an amazing, thoughtful, compassionate way. Thank you for all that you've done for the state of Colorado. Members, join me in a round of applause. And I want everyone to know this is the real reason we were called back for special session. Members, we have a few formalities to attend to. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that a committee of 3 be appointed to notify the Senate that the House is organized and ready for business.
Seeing no objection to the motion, Representatives Spacenecker as chair, Lindsay is not here. Representative Lindsay is participating remotely. Representative Hernandez and Representative Hartsook. Please notify the Senate that the House is organized and ready for business. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that a committee of 3 be appointed to notify the governor that the House is organized and ready for business.
Seeing no objection, Representative Snyder as chair, Young and Armagost will notify the governor that the House is organized and ready for business. Members, at this time, the committees to notify both the Senate and governor will be excused to proceed to their offices. We will stand in a brief recess until the committee to notify the Senate and governor return. Members, please join me in welcoming the Senate committee. Apparently they were ahead of the game and actually showed up on time this morning. I invite our senators down to the well, please. Senator Janal, Senator Rich, and Senator Roberts. Excellent. Senator Janal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Senate is very efficient today, and we are ready to go to work, get to business, and get this done.
Senator Rich.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The not-so-ordinary Colorado State Senate has organized, and we're ready to get to work.
Senator Roberts.
Thank you. Good morning, Madam Speaker. It's good to be back in the House, especially in August, although it is a lot more stuffy in that room over there. But we have been ready for quite some time and look forward to working with you all this special session. We're ready to go. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you all coming over. Members, we will remain in recess until our committees return. The House will come back to order. Representative Basenecker, give us an update on your journey.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We notified the Senate that we were organized and ready for business. They laughed at the phrase organized and ready for business. And so as a result, we've pulled back our offer for further donuts and coffee, which I feel like is fair at this juncture. So should their attitude improve, we can renegotiate that piece, but we have informed them.
Thank you. Thank you, Rep. Any other comments from our committee? Seeing none. Who is next? Representative Snyder.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And my colleagues and I went down and informed Governor Polis that the House is open and ready for business.
Great. No donuts, no coffee.
Lots of smiles and hugs.
All right. Any other comments from our committee members? Seeing none. All right, members. Representative Young.
Yes, the governor did encourage us to save Colorado.
To say, please share again, Rep. Young, I couldn't hear.
The governor said, please save Colorado.
Thank you. Appreciate the sentiment. Members, I will invite you to take your seats. It is time that we get started. It appears that we lost a few folks. Members, good morning, good morning, good morning. I do want to start with a couple of welcoming words. I first want to say how thrilled I am to be giving yet a third opening day speech in just 10 months. So I hope you're all ready and strapped in for a barn burner on property taxes. Someone on our staff, as all of us should wisely do now, went to ChatGPT for the first draft of these remarks. And it said something like, it's not often that we are called into a special session. Clearly, that is not the case. Here we are yet again. And folks, I do want to say that it is truly a delight to see your bright, welcoming, smiling faces this morning. Regardless of our circumstances, I know that we are all here to get to work. When we concluded our regular session in May, we came together and delivered a bipartisan property tax bill that reduced rates, capped growth, and permanently fixed our antiquated property tax system. It was an historic achievement, and it wasn't easy. It meant compromise. It meant hours upon hours of conversations, building understanding, strengthening relationships. And I want to especially lift up our bipartisan Property Tax Commission, the members of that commission, the hard work and conversation that they had in the months preceding this bill. And I also want to lift up the many organizations, local governments, our schools, and special districts who are part of that effort. Our goal was to end the property tax battles and show Coloradans that they can trust us as lawmakers, all 100 of us, to responsibly reduce property taxes and protect and balance the needs of our communities, protecting our schools and critical community services. That bill passed on a vote of 92-8. There are few measures that celebrate that kind of strong bipartisan support, and I want to lift up both our Speaker Pro Tem, Chris DeGree Kennedy, and Representative Frizzell for their extraordinary work in leading that effort. Join me in a round of applause. But members, that didn't stop the wealthy interests in this state. They continue to pursue ballot measures that would risk our state's future and our children's future. These measures would defund schools, healthcare, libraries, water infrastructure, municipal parks, playgrounds, rec centers, and the fire and emergency response teams we depend so heavily upon and from all over this state have been essential to protecting citizens during our wildfire season. Our top priority is to make our state more affordable. That is an absolute. But we love our great state. We know that in balancing the needs to make our state more affordable, we also believe in investments to secure a world-class public education and higher education for our citizens, ensure that we have a strong and functioning transportation system, that we have clean water and air, that we are providing safety net services for the most vulnerable Coloradans, and that we continue to support a safe and just society. Irresponsible and drastic cuts to local community services jeopardize the very Colorado we love and disproportionately impact those facing the brunt of the high cost of living that renters and many of our low-income families face. That's why stakeholders from all across the political spectrum support the proposed framework to make additional property tax reductions in a responsible way that protect our schools and services. At the end of the day, property taxes are a local issue. They fund local services, and we believe in local control of local taxes. We understand that rising property taxes are hurting people who are struggling to stay in their homes. We are ready to work. We are ready to govern responsibly and take the steps necessary to reduce property taxes in the framework established through Senate Bill 233 while protecting our future, the progress that we have made this many years, and the critical institutions that we hold dear. I ask for your commitment to a civil and respectful debate, to a commitment to engagement with the witnesses and the stakeholders who you will be hearing from today. And I ask for your commitment to a process of integrity. There are some additional announcements that I do want to make clear regarding the course of business over the next few days. The House is in a special session, and during a special session, a number of rules are modified. You have received more detailed information about this in the attachment from our majority leader's email this past weekend. We also have additional hard copies for anyone who may need them at the desk, but I want to highlight a couple of changes that pertain to our floor work. First, House Rule 33B5 is suspended. This means that if the body votes to give permission for a third reading amendment, substantial third reading amendments are allowed rather than only technical third reading amendments. House Rule 35 is suspended. This allows for reconsideration with a simple majority instead of a 2/3 vote. And finally, House Rule 36D is suspended. This waives the 24-hour notice requirement before taking a vote on concurrence with Senate amendments, and also waives the requirement requiring that conference committee reports be specifically referred to the calendar. Members, I do anticipate a few announcements. Minority Leader Puglisi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was told we were not giving opening remarks, but since you were able to give some remarks, I wanted to also just clarify the great bipartisan work we are doing here today for the people of Colorado to bring real, substantial property tax relief. We did good work in 233. I'm proud of the work we did, but there's still more work to be done. And I know you all, just like me and my colleagues and your colleagues, We are knocking doors and talking to our constituents who are hurting and suffering and asking us to do more and do better. And that is why we're here today, to do the work of the people and continue to do that good work that they brought us here and sent us here to do. And so I want to be very clear that the Republicans are here, the minority party is here to work today. We want to get through these bills, have good conversations, listen to our constituents, all of our constituents from across the state as to your needs. And we also want to bring forward good bipartisan solutions that help balance the needs of local governments providing essential services and the needs of our constituents to be able to actually pay their bills. We know how hard it has been. We know that their property taxes are, that they've seen how much they've gone up exponentially. I have seniors in the bill that you're going to see, I hope, that will at least come to committee today. We are going to protect the senior property tax exemption for seniors who don't want to sell their houses, who want to stay in their homes. And so again, I'm proud of the work that we have done in a bipartisan fashion, and I hope that we will continue in a bipartisan way to deliver true property tax results for the people of Colorado, and we look forward to having those conversations. Thank you.
Thank you, Minority Leader Puglisi. I am sorry if there was any miscommunication, but I would never not let you speak today. Thank you. I need announcements from our chairs of committees of reference. Representative Froelich.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The Transportation, Housing, and Local Government Committee will meet in LSBA to hear 4 bills: Concurrent Resolution 1001 and 1002, House Bill 1007 and 1008. Upon adjournment, 10 minutes.
Representative Froelich, we have agreed with our Legislative Council staff we need a little bit more time, so I might invite an 11:10 a.m. start. 10 a.m.
11:10.
10 minutes after 11 a.m. Is that right? Okay. Representative Snyder.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. House Finance, the House Finance, will also be meeting in LSB, except we're in room B, to hear 4 bills: House Bill 1005, 1004, 1006, and 1009. And we will be meeting at 11:10. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Sirota.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. House Appropriations will meet in the Old State Library to hear bills 1001, 1002, and 1003. We will convene at 11:45. Let's all assemble. May take us a few more minutes to get started.
Thank you, Representative Sirota. Members, we realize that these pieces of legislation, some were shared on the General Assembly website, but not all. We do want to make sure that between now and committee time, you have a chance to review anything that was not available to you earlier, and fiscal notes as well have now been posted. Thank you. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until later today.